Okay, back out here today. It's been a couple of days. I did sort of 2/3 of fuck all weekend because Saturday was my birthday and yesterday was Father's Day. So I spent a good part of the weekend drinking rum and just sitting down doing fuck all. So today I want to get this up on that table. I'm going to just clean that shit off at first and start pulling it apart and have a look and see what we can use out of it for Emmett's lamp. I'm sure we'll find something. So I'll get into it. I'll do a little bit. Yeah, just I'll do what I can anyway. So, and we'll see how we travel. I'll bring you back in a second. Stay tuned. Oh, I meant to say before too, I bought this the other day on my way home. Another base and another lamp, because I'm going to make another lamp for the guys down there at All 4x4 for their help. So I'll be starting on that shortly as well. So let me put you up here somehow. Hopefully you'll be able to see. Let's commence to pull this thing apart, eh? course, it doesn't need to come apart fucking, you know, in a manner that can be reassembled, because it's never going to. The gearbox is a core anyway, so there's something wrong with the internals, I'm guessing. I don't know what I'll use those for, but I'm sure they'll be fucking handy for something. Help me out here, people. What am I doing wrong? Let's see where it's stuck. See, in there, that slides. It hits on that. That hits on there. I've taken the bolt out. There's a bolt that goes in there. The only thing I can see that's stopping it is this sliding off that fucking shaft. And it doesn't want to play the game, so let me try something else. More than one way to fuck cat. I'm sure that's all that's fucking stopping it. Maybe I'm not hitting it hard enough. No. Bell housing, it'd probably make a decent lamp, a lamp base. Oops. Get this fucking oil out of here. Now everything's covered in gear oil. That's solid. Right, let me fuck with this and I'll bring you back when I've worked something out. Okay, got it out. I think the only problem was I wasn't using enough oomph, and ended up getting it out. But I found out why this gearbox was a core, and there we go. A couple of toothy pegs missing, and they would have spotted that when they drained the oil. So, but it doesn't matter, that's going to give me a nice stack. I'll be able to use that whole stack, minus that bearing, and cut it and drill a hole in it, or even cut that end off and bolt one cam on that. I think one cam is going to work on that with that height, because that, I'll cut that off there, that can go into the pinion. I've got to get this off, that's got to come out. That should all, once we get these clips out of the road, there's a few clips there, got to undo these selectors, pull those pins out, take the selectors out, and I'll get these clips off, get these off, undo those. I'm guessing there's bloody Torx fittings, and I've got two gear sets there, but this is the one I was after for the lamp. If I get those selectors, those selectors off as well, and that'll just give me then the synchro, brass synchro gears. They'll look pretty good. So yeah, that's coming apart nice. I'll do a little bit more, and then I'll bring you back. I think that's, I'm feeling excited about that now. That's going to look nice. I think that's exactly what Amit was after. Yeah, and I don't know whether that gearbox would have been worth rebuilding anyway, so in the end. But then again, people buy them as cores, and you know, you buy gears and bearings for them, but this is out of a Hilux, out of a 2.7, so it's only a, I think it was 2.7, it said on the tag. Hang on, where's the tag? 2.7 manual four-wheel drive petrol Hilux. Yeah. Also, I've ordered a new camera. I've decided to buy something decent. I mean, the GoPro is good, but it's limited to what I can do out here with it. The GoPro will be awesome for when I do my bike rides and shit. But I bought myself a nice digital camcorder with image stabilization and 30 times optical zoom, which is what I'm after. And it doesn't actually do time lapse, but I can record big long swaths of it, and then speed it up just like the GoPro does automatically. So it does photo time lapse, like it takes a photo every second or every 2 seconds. I mean, not quite the same, but it will make my video efforts a whole lot better, I think. Because I can get in sort of a little bit further away from the work and then zoom into it, but zoom in clearly. So let me play with this a bit longer, and I'll bring you back when I've got this center one out. Okay, after a lot of swearing, bashed fingers, barked knuckles, I finally got it all apart. There's one bit there I had to do an Audi and I cut it off just to get part of it out. I mean, that's off the end of this gear set, I think. No, it was a different one, off a low gear. But this one will be able to be used for something like that. This is the one that I'll be using for Amit's lamp. Once that's degreased and cleaned, it'll look nice. We just, like I said, we got that gear there for a couple of teeth. Where are they? I did find them inside the gearbox. I did have them here. Oh, there's one. There's one of them. I don't know where the other one went. And the third one will be mulched into this syrup we've got stuck on the magnet there in the gearbox. So there we go. And I've got a few spare gears out of it as well. I'm thinking about making a lamp out of that. I'll put the tail end back on it. Actually didn't have a tail end on it. I could make a tail end for it. Don't know. I'll see how I go. But I think that's going to do me for the day. I've been out here swearing and carrying on like a fucking idiot. So, but I've got it now. What I'm going to do is I'll probably cut it off there. And that's where I'll bolt the cam. There's too much shit laying around on top of it, but that's where the cam will go. And I'm thinking, you know, I know I could probably still use 2 cams to get the height that I need. But I think that's going to look good. I'll take that out. I won't use that. But what I'm going to do is this here. I'm going to machine a little collar to go on that to fit in there. I've got some steel stock there, so I'll still use my little aluminium thing, and that'll go in there. So I've just got to make something up. Hang on, just let me see. Just give me 2 seconds. Let me clip you on the end of the bench so I don't undo the vise and lose the whole fucking one. Oh shit! The top come off. So that'll sit like that. Yeah, I like that. I've got to be careful. I've got to work out how I'm going to secure this because reasons. Actually, looking at that, if I cut that off there, I'll be able to drill that, and I'll be able to run the bolt that I'm using to hold the cam on all the way down into there. So that'll work. That's fine. So I think that's going to look good. And with 2 cam shafts on top of that, that's going to come up really nice. Today's effort took me a whole lot longer than I anticipated. So, well, I've only been into a couple of hours, but it took a lot of cursing, and I've got little bits and pieces here, I've got selector arms, and all that shit will come in handy for something. So I'm going to clean up down the bottom there and stack all my little bits and pieces down in there so I can get to them when I need them. So, look, I've been that busy, but I've still got 3/4 can of Pepsi Max. So I'm going to leave it at that now. I'll probably upload this video. Might as well. Saves getting too much footage, and then it takes fucking 5 or 6 hours to edit it all. So I'll get this off. Yeah. The more I look at that, the more I like it. The synchro ring. That came off here. But that one I'm going to leave on, because I think that'll look better there. I mean, underneath there is only going to be the same as here. It looks the same, but just bigger. But I mean, I can take that ring right off, but I might leave it on. I'll see. I can get it off. If I get it off, like when you take these rings off, they're a fucking pain in the ass to get back on. So I'll see. Oh fuck it! You know what? Not now. Later. But yeah, that's it. So the place is starting to get fucking filthy again. I'll clean these up later. They're all my metric bolts now I'm going to keep. And all my little bits and pieces out of the gearbox. Those ball bearings and shit that always come in handy. So thanks for hanging around. See you in the next one. Stay safe. Peace.